My name is Mary. I have been practicing Pilates for a little over 2 years. In fact, I got my email from Pilates Punk saying happy 2 year anniversary. I started because I had a friend who was learning to be an instructor, and she said, I need people to come in and do really cheap Pilates. I knew I needed to do something because I was in my late 40s. And so I decided to be one of her guinea pigs. And I walked out 100% changed from when I walked in, and I was hooked immediately. And a little under a year later, I decided to start Pilates Punk's certification program. I've been in it for a little over a year, taking my time, going slow, but I should be certified hopefully by the end of this year.
Super awesome. Very cool. So as far as my yoga story, so I have been like a physical mover, exerciser, movement artist. Since I was 3 years old, I've done like a lifelong, more or less, dance training at this point. I did a semi-professional form of dance for about 16 years. And within that training, I just loved the mind-body relaxation and the opening up of different parts of my body that the yoga physical asanas practice had to offer me. So I would say that I first came to yoga asanas practice probably in the mid 2000s because of a dancer who is named Rachel Bryce. She had really started incorporating shorter vinyasas into her dance warm-ups. And it became more of a widespread thing and a way to start class in a certain dance form. So it was heavily because of her that I really started like feeling good and reaching for at least a shorter yoga flow a lot of the time. And then finally, when I started to experience some chronic health issues that came up for me during, I would say, like the early 2010s, I started attending longer yoga asanas classes a little more regularly, mostly at my gym. But my teacher at the gym did happen to be a person of South Asian origin, and that was really cool. So she stayed very authentic with trying to mention like Patanjali and the Yoga Sutras and keep some of the spirituality within it. So within practicing longer yoga practices since the 2010s, I've practiced consistently with several different teachers. I still occasionally practice with somebody who goes by the name of Saku. She is also of South Asian origin and was trained in India, even though she's Sri Lankan. And she has also tried to stay very devoted to the roots, the South Asian roots as well. I do try to make an effort to like pursue my own practice throughout the week. So at least do 1 to 2 hours of my own practice if possible, whether it's going to one of Saku's classes or practicing with a video, or even having a very brief morning vinyasa. So I always try to stay real time with the practice as well. And if you want to know more about my yoga lineage, there's a link to my bio and website as well.
And why don't you tell us about the classes that you offer on Zoom?
Oh, okay. So currently I am teaching one class on Zoom Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific. And Mary is an awesome student and co-practitioner. And it's awesome.
It's fun. You should join us. You want to know what my credentials are? My credentials are that I hated exercise my entire life. I hated it. I hated everything about it. I hated everything about weight loss. I hated it all. And then I had a friend, hello, Anna Esparza, who was getting her Pilates certification, and she invited me to come be one of her guinea pig clients. I said 50% off an exercise I've never tried before and might actually like. Yeah, I'll try this. I came out of that session completely changed. I was hooked. A year later, I joined their certification program. I'm still on my way. I should be done by the end of this year, but I am hoping that as a middle-aged woman who finally found the exercise that really motivated her, that I can inspire other people to do the same.
Oh, and I wanted to add about my actual credentials. I talked about my experiences, but I didn't talk about my actual qualifications. I think I got my group exercise instructor cert in 2013 from AFA. So in AFA, which is just a general fitness kind of governing body, they give you a general cert first, but you can choose to take more specific continuing education with them that specializes in either yoga, Pilates. They have something called mat science, which is kind of their title for like fusing yoga and Pilates principles. I got my general certification 2013, and then I did a lot of continuing education and a lot of just in-person real-time teaching hours from 2014 to 2020, when we all know what happened then. And then I went out on my own after that.